Want to learn how to magically get back 35 hours of your week? If so, stay tuned for this video. Hey everyone, my name is Rafael Collazo, and welcome to the Millennial Moment. In today's episode, I'd like to talk to you guys a little bit about watching television. That's right, the average American spends 5 hours per day in front of the television. Now if you times that by 7 days per week, that equates to 35 hours per week. Essentially, the average American's second full-time job is watching television. Now there's actually various studies out there that have shown the detriments of actually watching a lot of television. In one such study, 3,200 participants aged 25 were asked a battery of questions. And one in particular was of most interest to the researchers. How much television do you watch per day? Now the people that watch television more than 3 hours were put into one group, and the ones that watch television less than 3 hours were put in another group. And every 3 to 5 years, they'd follow up with these participants to see how they were faring in various different categories. Of the 3,200 participants, the ones that watched more than 3 hours of television per day scored worse on the battery of tests that they conducted, including cognitive performance. Not only that, but they were much more likely to engage in smoking, drinking, and excessive eating than the people who were actually watching TV less than 3 hours per day. So what does this mean for you? Do you watch an excessive amount of television? If so, I recommend cutting that time in half. Now I know it's going to be difficult because you know what? Netflix is pretty awesome. However, imagine how much time you'll gain once you cut that time in half. Now if you watch 5 hours of television per day, that translates to 2.5 hours per day, or 17.5 hours over the course of a week that you get back in your life. What could you do with that time? Could you start a side business? Pursue a passion project? Imagine the opportunities available to you if you just decide to cut that time in half. If you like the content of these videos, go ahead and subscribe below. I provide regular content on a weekly basis. Also go ahead and like all the social media pages that we have below, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time.